Hello! In today's lesson, you and I will learn how to convert percentages and how to write these percentages as a fractional number. So, what is the fractional representation of 25%? Why is it important to express it in this form? The fact is that sometimes it is convenient to use percentages when solving problems, and sometimes it is more convenient to use fractional numbers. Therefore, you must be able to translate percentages into fractions and fractions into percentages. In order to write percentages as fractions, you must divide the percentages by 100. Divided by 100. What is the result? 25 and 100 I've got reduced by 25, and that leaves 1 and 4. And then I get the fraction 1/4. By the way, you need to remember that 25% is 1/4, that 50% is 1/2. Well, now let's translate 75% with you and write it down as a fractional number. What am I going to do? I'm going to divide 75% by 100. Then 75 out of 100 I will divide by 25. 75 divided by 25 would be 3, and 100 divided by 25 would be 4. The result is the following fractional number is 3/4. 75% turns out to be 3 parts out of 4 parts. Now 60%. Similarly, I divide 60% by 100%. And then I'll divide 60 and 100 by 20. 60 divided by 20 and 100 divided by 20 is 5. So 60% is 3 parts of 5. So 60% is a fraction of 3/5. What do I do if I have 120%? The thing is, the algorithm is the same. That is, I have 120. I have to divide it by 100. And then 120 and 100, I again reduce, and we will reduce by 20. 120 divided by 20 is 6, and 100 divided by 20 is 5. The result is a fraction of 6/5. But a 6/5 fraction is an improper fraction, so we need to isolate the whole fraction. 6/5 is 1 whole and 1/5. So we can translate percentages that are greater than 100. Now let's look at another interesting example. If I need to convert, let's say, 62.5% into an ordinary fraction, what should I do? Applying the same rule, I must divide 62.5 tenths by 100. But how do we divide 62.5 tenths by 100? What are we supposed to do? In the numerator, we are hindered by this decimal point. I can move it one position to the right, and the result is 625. But if I move the decimal point to the right, I have to move it to the denominator too, but I don't have no more signs for me to move. So I add 1 0, and I get 625 thousandths. And in this case, I can reduce 625, and I divide 100 by 125. Let's write down 625, I divide by 125. And 1000, I divide by 125. What is the result? 625 divided by 125 is 5, and 1000 divided by 125 is 8. Thus, 62.5% is 5 parts of 8. Use this algorithm to convert percentages to common fractions. In the next lesson, we will learn with you to translate and write percentages as a decimal fraction. That's all for today. Goodbye. See you again.